When you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I will dry them all. I'm on your side. Oh, when times get rough and friends just can't be found, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. When you're down and out, when you're on the street, when evening falls so hard, I will comfort you. I'll take your part. Oh, when times get rough and pain is all around, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. Sail on, silver good, sail on by. Your time has come to shine. All your dreams are on their way. See how they shine. Oh, if you need a friend, I'm sailing right behind, like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your mind, like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your mind. Ease your mind.
Hey, Holland family, why do you always start with the exact same thing? Every single video. Hey.
Sorry about that. StreamYard. Stop sharing. Okay. Hey, everybody. How are y'all doing? Cheryl, Tate, Pat, it's good to see y'all. 420, Jen, Apple Dumpling, good to see you. Spotlight, Terry, Pat, Ian. Who else we got? Cheryl, did I say hey? I think I did. It's good to see all of y'all. Hope everyone's doing well. So, the reason I played that is because Jen sent me something and I wanted to share it with y'all. Excuse me. Hey, Carl. Good to see you. Okay. Bridge Over Troubled Waters by Simon and Garfunkel is a powerful song about support, comfort, and unconditional love. The lyrics convey a sense of empathy and understanding, promising to be a source of strength and stability during difficult times. Here's what the song means. The bridge metaphor. Hey, Mary, good to see you. The song's central image, like a bridge over troubled water, symbolizes safety and refuge, just as a bridge provides a safe passage over turbulent waters. The singer vows to be a source of comfort and stability in the face of life's challenges. Unconditional support. The song's core theme, hey Daniel, is about being there for someone in need, offering reassurance and protection. The lyrics, when you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I will dry them all, establish a deep emotional connection with the listener. Selfless love. The song showcases a selfless love that is both uplifting and reassuring. Lines like, I will lay me down, suggest a readiness to sacrifice personal comfort for the sake of another's well-being, highlighting the depth of the singer's commitment. Hope and encouragement. The song's message is one of hope and encouragement, reminding listeners that they are not alone in their struggles. The repetition of the bridge metaphor emphasizes its significance, providing a sense of comfort and reassurance. The song's meaning has resonated with people across generations, making it a timeless classic. Its themes of support, comfort, and unconditional love continue to inspire and comfort listeners, especially during difficult times. A psalm by David. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Okay, that was a tough one to read. Garrett, excuse me. Garrett, you need to rethink that, honey. A lot of us don't buy a million things. You need to check the girls you're dating. I'm just playing with you. And so this is what I looked up. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. From Psalms 23:5 means God provides abundant goodness, protection, and favor even when surrounded by adversity and opposition. In ancient culture, a host who prepared a table for a guest was obligated to protect them from their enemies, signifying that God acts as a powerful and gracious host, ensuring his people lack nothing and are cared for even in hostile circumstances. Yeah, that just really resonated with me. I once heard someone say, you do the stuff and we'll protect the heart. Actions speak louder than words. Okay, let's see if anybody wants to come up here in this wonky mood that I'm in. So I heard they blasted CERN. Maybe that's why. No, I know why. Yeah, Mary, I'm glad I have it to read when I need to. Seems to be pretty often lately. So this will probably be my last live till next Monday. Amanda's birthday's coming up, and the family is getting together to honor that and celebrate. Try to celebrate. Shoot. I'm sorry, y'all. Not gonna do that. So, what's been going on with everybody? Full moon tonight. That figures. Stars are lining against me tonight. I showed some of the pictures last night of Georgia full moon that Watt's taken with that super camera. Thank you, Cheryl. I love y'all. Uh, 420, I wish it would here. Yeah, hot and no rain. I did see that some of Texas is supposed to get rain, but I don't know where it's at. Not here. Apparently not at DFW. Hey, Benjamin, good to see you. Amazing times we're in, isn't it? Okay, who's seen UFOs lately? West Texas. Well, West Texas probably needs it more than we do, maybe. Their desert. Everybody's saying nope, not going up there. 86 today in North Carolina. Is it really humid there? Everyone thinks we're humid, but most of the time we're not. Oh, wow. It's 57% today, higher than it was yesterday. I'm starting to see some 80s and 50s. That's a good sign. But they keep saying, don't get excited. They said we're having our August right now.
What are you talking about, UFOs?
I was just over at Bushcraft and they were talking about stuff. that that C word right there that Cheryl said that they did a blast a few days ago, I think, and just talking about UFOs and other planets.
That's like that lady, what's her name? Maria Coven Hill?
Mm-hmm.
And there's some weird round obstacle over Colorado.
Huh.
I don't know about her. Sometimes she seems okay. Other times, I don't know.
Well, I've heard people say, we had one in Wisconsin saying that Creek Squad, my goodness, where have you been hiding? I'm glad you stopped by. Anyway, one in Wisconsin said that she had a triangle shaped craft that just sat over her for several minutes. Never even thought about getting a camera, video, anything, and just stood there looking at it, and then it took off. And
yeah, this was like an orb. But I'm like, how is it just this one lady seems to get all these things in the clouds? You know? These objects and stuff like that. I don't know.
I don't know either, but I'm still sticking to, I think it's us. You don't agree?
You think it's what?
I think it's us.
You think it's us?
Yeah. I think that anything we see in the sky is something we have made. Hey, John
Well,
Denny.
I know what I saw a couple years ago. You know, when I was sitting out on my back porch. I'll never forget it. And it's really, I can't explain it, but I know what I saw, and it was the weirdest thing. But, you know, I don't go around day after day saying, oh, I saw this or I saw that, you know.
Right.
because this is something I've never seen before. It was looked like an energy force. And
Yeah.
it happened in the wee hours of the 28th of October. And now, what? It's been 2 years, and now they're saying Hillary's going down on the 28th. Now that
Mhm.
makes me wonder. That's too weird. So we'll see. That's why I'm looking forward to see about the 28th of this year. See if that's true.
28.
Someone told me, they said, well, maybe you saw portals. So I started looking up portals and stuff like that.
You are
And I came up with 2 places. Down in Waxahachie by some railroad track. And then the other one was in DC. But that's all I came up with.
Portals.
Yeah.
So, what do you think the portals are for?
Well, I kind of think that maybe it allows like an entity to come in or out of our atmosphere.
An unknown entity, or
Yeah, I don't know if it's good or not, but that's what I think, what a portal is.
hmm,
It allows you to go from one place to another. So, I don't know. I just thought it was really strange. I sat out there, what was it? I stayed up last year on the 28th and I didn't see anything. So now I'm out there every 28th of October to see what happens, if it comes back or not. But I just thought it was strange. Now, when I mentioned that on Remote Viewer, he said that was bad and he was telling us to delete our comments and stuff like that. I don't know if 420 remembers that or not. But, I just thought it was strange, you know.
yeah. I don't know. I haven't found a portal yet. I'm
Well,
not.
I haven't either, but that someone says, well, maybe that's what you saw. So that's why I started looking up portals and stuff like that.
Right.
And then when they came up with Stargate, that made me question that too, What is this Stargate thing all about?
Exactly.
Is it a portal? Because that's what it was in the movie, It allowed you to go from one place to another.
Hey, Sharon. Good to see you. Um, in the movie Stargate,
Yeah.
and so I kind of looked those up, and I think the first one was in Portugal. I think Portugal. And so it's this round rock formation. Um, Psychological operations. But surely somebody has walked through it, through the circle. I mean, when we went to Stonegate, I was I wasn't worried about walking around and through and
Yeah. See, I just don't know if it's brings or sends something into another dimension.
Yeah, I don't know. Hey, Andy, good to see you. Those amberish, orangish colored orb looking things are best ignored, in my opinion. Well, how you gonna ignore it? If you see it, you see it. Huh. I don't know. Um,
Well, these waves of energy that I saw didn't have any color, you know. It was like I don't know, like a pulsating light energy. I don't know, but there wasn't any color to it.
hey, what?
Evening, ladies. Evening, chat.
I thought, because I think you had told me about that once, I thought it had a blue color to it. Did it not?
No, no.
Okay.
It's just that when it reflected off of a building or a house, it kind of had a white light to it, like a white shadow.
Okay.
But yeah, there was no other color as it was coming through the trees. It just looked like a pulsating energy.
Yeah. Well, as close as you are to Dallas, I would think that they could be testing a number of things during these times. Oh, don't stare at them. Okay. Thank you, Dave. So I think that we could see some strange things from here on out. Just because we know that technology is on a steamroll ahead. And so I just feel like they could be testing a whole bunch of things that we don't know about.
Yeah. But it definitely wasn't any orbs or anything. Now, my sister took a picture of an orb once, and it looked like an image of a person in the orb,
Mm-hmm.
and that was in Florida. But I haven't seen any orbs or anything. I don't know. Now, my daughter's friend did in one of the parks down here in Arlington. He saw some orbs in one of the parks that him and his friend went walking through.
Look at that orb. Now that is
Yep.
an orb.
That's an orb.
That's pretty.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
able to get a few shots of the full moon last night. It wasn't that cloudy, so it worked out for me on the photography end.
Yeah, I saw the moon last night. It wasn't completely full. It's supposed to be tonight for us.
No, it was bright here last night. Man, it was bright.
Look, and a little. Where is it? Okay,
Oh, that's an advanced alien civilization, Bunny.
right there. Yeah, right where the mouse is. See it? Or is that the one waving at us?
They're definitely waving back.
Some say that is an image of Earth. I've seen dead people. Oh, goodness, Sharon. Wednesday is Prince Spaghetti Day.
I support that.
Yeah.
I was thinking about making pasta tonight, but I said, no, I'll do that tomorrow.
My daughter made goulash.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty good.
That's what I made. I'm waiting for it to cool to put in the refrigerator, so y'all can't let me forget it.
All right.
I just couldn't eat too much because I can't stand the smell of those canned tomatoes. She opened up those tomatoes from in a can, and it stinks. So I don't know. I had a little bit, but that's about it. But yeah, goulash is really good.
Yes. And vermicelli. Y'all ever eat vermicelli? My mother used to make vermicelli all the time. It was cheap.
I've heard of it. I don't think I've ever had it.
Comes in a yellow box with red letters. This man documented himself creating a portal to another dimension. And there's a link. What? Was that you?
I plead the fifth on that. Can't disclose that information in an open forum. I don't know. I've never. Well, I can't say that I have or I haven't. Because I've seen things that I didn't know what they were, and I'm pretty sure we've all been out and about and might have seen something out the corner of our eye, and we know we saw something, and we go to look, there's nothing there. So who's to say?
Yes.
Things may be in front of us at all times, but if we don't see them, does that mean they're not there or not happening?
That's true.
Yeah, I remember watching. I don't know when the movie came out, but the movie Stargate, when it came out, I watched it, and I thought that was a pretty interesting movie. Especially how they tied it with the Egyptian times or the Egyptian monuments, and I guess whatever that may have been. It was an interesting movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Heck, it had me tricked the other day. I was watching this video, and about halfway through, I said, "No, that ain't right." And I looked, and I was like, "Man, it's an AI video." I mean, it was so crisp, and you know what I mean?
I know. It's really hard to tell the difference. Kind of scary, huh?
I forgot what it was that caught my eye. Something wasn't right, or something was moving backwards the way it shouldn't have been moving. And then I kind of looked at it and was like, "Hey, this is AI."
Yeah, but it's one thing when you see it in a movie. It's another thing when you're sitting in your backyard and you see it actually happening in the sky. That can't be AI.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
Tate thinks it was 1994. I don't think I've seen it yet.
I was a kid when I saw it. I had to have been maybe the late 90s. And I think they've come out with other movies since then and TV shows, spin-offs of it.
Are you talking about Stargate?
Yeah, Stargate.
Yeah, it's sort of like time travel, isn't it? Going through these portals.
I guess in a way it is, going to a different place, a different time. I mean, what is time travel? What is time, So I mean, yeah, that's I would think that's a form of time travel.
Well, I was listening to a video today about Trump's uncle, about time traveler and being able to bend time. So which makes me go back to that. What's going on with that Stargate out in Abilene, Texas?
Yeah.
If it's tied to that or something else.
These things always make me think of a movie or show that I watched at one time. I don't know if anybody's seen it, but the newest Superman that came out this year, it's got all little type of Easter eggs and little messages in that movie that I noticed. But uh, in that movie, Lex Luthor, he figured out how to make these portals or these chambers, and you could walk through this one portal, and in there, as soon as you walk through it, there's a dozen other portals that you can walk through, and it takes you to another world, a different place on the earth.
Yeah.
And that was in the newest Superman movie.
Isn't that funny? Because when I used to have my granddaughter, I would watch the Trolls with her, and it was like a different cartoon every time.
Yeah.
And one of them was that somehow they found a portal in this line of trees, and they went through it and ended up in another place where they saw themselves. And hey, Anthony, good to see you. And then when they went to go back home, there was so many they couldn't figure out which one it was, and they couldn't remember or something.
Yeah, I've heard about. I haven't seen the reference, but I've heard several people mention that show Trolls, and several times they show or talk about portals, and even some of the other kids' cartoons. I can't think of the titles right off the top of my head, but I've heard people say that they've seen them or watched them with their kids, and there was references to portals and those type of shows.
Didn't they have something like that in He-Man also? Or am I just imagining things?
I'm not 100% sure.
I gotta look because I watched that all the time.
Uh-oh.
The kids would go outside and play, and I'd watch He-Man.
I just think we're in some weird times between Stargate, and then you hear Star Wars, you hear Blue Beams, you hear Orb, you're hearing about all this interdimensional stuff and
Warp speed.
yeah. Going to Mars, just a bunch of weird stuff.
I think
Yeah.
it's like John said earlier. Yes, it did.
I wouldn't want to go to Mars if you paid me. So who the heck is paying to go there? I don't know.
Hey, Meat Puppet. Pepper 101, good to see you.
I'm happy right here on this rock, wherever this rock is or whatever it may be. I don't want to go to another rock.
Third rock from the sun.
Yeah, I'm good on this one.
It's a crazy rock.
Yeah, I may get to Mars and may not like it. May not like the climate,
Yeah, that might be a one-way ticket.
Oh, I'm sure. For some, it may be.
Good to see you, Red Pill.
And then there was you made me think of another thing. No, let me look it up because I don't want to reference the wrong. Give me a second. It's about more.
For a good doctor report. So I found, yes, He-Man and other characters have encountered or used portals in various Masters of the Universe iterations. I don't know if a piece of that is missing. Including travel to other dimensions, time portals, and portals used for navigation within the game. Funko Fusion and accessing Castle Grayskull's inner chambers. Time portals in the original 1985 series and episode features astronauts who are pulled through a time portal to Eternia. Forsaken Realm. Subternia. And it's weird, the wording. Yep. I thought that I'd seen them do something like that. For one of them.
I just hope that this
Hey, Boo.
Stargate isn't tied to like CERN or anything.
Well, all right, here we go again. I'm gonna. So I pull up Stargate and it instantly goes Stargate portal.
Oh, that's what it was. Are y'all familiar with the name Warner von Braun?
No.
He was big in different technologies, aerospace, aeroscience. But it was, I think, in the 50s, he wrote a book. Well, he wrote several books, but this book was called The Mars Project. And it kind of talks about the government's future technologies and their goals to get to Mars or whatnot. But in this book, The Mars Project, there was the character, I think that was the leader of Mars. They referenced his name to Elon. But yes, von Braun, he was the rocket guy, aerospace, all that type of stuff.
Yes, you're correct on that one.
When we mentioned Mars, it made me think of that kind of just with rockets and Elon and I don't know. It was a while back, or whenever it got brought back up about Trump's uncle allegedly being with certain agencies, being around maybe Tesla or something like that. People started digging up. You know, the internet's undefeated. Somebody found that Warner von Braun book, A Mars Tale, and the character in there was named Elon. You know.
Yeah, I'm starting to see a lot more videos about that, especially today.
Oh yeah, once somebody gets a hold of it on the internet and it gets some type of publicity or pull, you know, other people or people like us, we start digging into it because if nothing else is interesting, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but all of Elon's missiles so far haven't been able to pass through the firmament. They showed pictures of that too.
Yeah.
How about the guy a couple months ago? I'd have to pull it up. If I could find the video, I'll put it in back chat. But this guy was some type of I don't know if he was an astronaut. He was with NASA. I just don't know if he was an astronaut. But he was making this statement. Heck, it might have been on one of the Fox News or one of the news, making statements. And he said, "You know how close we are to these technologies?" He said, "We are so close to putting a man on the moon for the first time." Or what did he say? I forget how he named the layers of the atmosphere, like the firmament, and then whatever he said. I forget the words he used, but yeah, he said we're going to go to a level of space that nobody's ever been before. We're going to finally put somebody on the moon. And I was thinking, finally put somebody on the moon. Didn't y'all say y'all put some people up there years ago? You know, I thought that was kind of funny.
That's interesting.
Let me see if I can find it.
Well, with your camera, were you able to find the American flag on the moon yet?
I wish I had one that good. No, the picture that Bonnie showed earlier, that's with my cell phone camera zoomed in at 100 times. And it won't let me go any more than that. I want to get me a good camera, you know, not like a cell phone camera, but all the pictures and stuff I always take there from my cell phone that I use.
Well, when I used to, I don't know, I guess it was about 5-6 years ago, I used to watch Mike Morales, and he had a telescope, and he would take shots of the moon, you know, various shots of the moon. And there was one time he caught a couple things flying by the moon. I don't know what they were, if they, you know, because he showed satellites flying in the sky. and he showed several things. But the moon, there was like 3 objects that were flying by the moon one night. So I don't know if that's tied to anything or not.
So he's got that on his tombstone, his headstone about the firmament, that Braun.
Have you ever heard of the name Eugene Shoemaker?
Hey, I know a shoemaker.
This was allegedly this was an individual that worked for NASA that allegedly designed a lot of different things, different technologies, or what it may be. But anyway, allegedly, when was it? In 1999, they sent a lunar probe up to the moon, and contained in that lunar probe was certain documents, and it had allegedly a portion of Shoemaker's ashes, and they allegedly he's the only person that has burial or remnants on the moon. You know, that's the story they tell. I don't so much believe it myself, but
Right. Hello, Black Watch.
Hello.
So I looked up the Stargate project in Abilene, Texas. Is OpenAI's flagship artificial intelligence data center initiative in partnership with SoftBank and Oracle, which began construction in early 25. This $500 billion multi-phase project is the first of several planned AI data center mega campuses designed to provide the massive computing power needed for the AI revolution, featuring an innovative closed-loop liquid cooling system. The Abilene site includes multiple large buildings, with the first part of the campus already operational and others slated for completion. Yay, us.
Do you remember that movie Contact with Jodie Foster?
yeah, oh yeah,
That was interesting. Because that was like a portal too that she went in.
Okay, Ken.
I need to watch that one again. That was a pretty good one. That's been a while.
And what was that called?
Contact.
Contact.
It's not like scary alien or anything. It's just like, I don't know.
Yeah, in the movie, she sees her father that passed away years ago on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
But she went into this object that looked like a Stargate.
Hey, AIP. Good to see you.
Evening, everybody.
When she goes to the island.
Excuse me.
I gotta see it.
She didn't go to the island. It showed her seeing her dad walking on the beach, a beach. They didn't specify the location or anything.
Oh, okay. No, I wrote it down on my list. I'm always looking for a good movie.
I don't think it's a Hubble Space Telescope, it's the other one. And the word for it is Einstein's lens, which is a bending of time and space, and that's why it can see so far into the galaxy and beyond. So they say. That's believable to me, personally.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched, the moon landing on television. Oh, sorry, Bonnie. Sorry.
Really?
I'm sorry. I was just saying hello to Phil. Hey, Nomadic. Good to see you.
What was that like watching on television? How old were you?
I was in my teens.
Okay, yeah, you would say yeah,
Actually,
you were old enough to
that
know.
looks a lot like LBJ's sauna. I said, what are they televising LBJ in a sauna for? And I said, I have no clue. But there's people bouncing around and flags going upside down and standing up. And actually, it looked bony, but at the time it looked bony. There's so much static, if you will, in the video signal. Could have been anything.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people want to jump up and down and say, "Oh, it did this, and it did, and Armstrong did this, and somebody went around in a little landing thing, and the other guy went around in orbit." You know, Kennedy wanted that so bad he could taste it. Ever since 1958, the Sputnik from Russia went up. Just saying, it was hard to believe it was real. Yeah. That's what I
In
heard.
that time period, knowing what you know then, and yeah, I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, it looks surreal. But you got to remember the technology of the time. I mean, the computer in front of me was like, 100 times more powerful than the one in the backup they had on the Apollo.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree with them. Who was holding the camera? Who took the video of them leaving the moon? Yeah, who did that?
I mean, when you think about it, because you've seen the movies, the reenactments.
Yeah.
How, and I'm saying in general, I'm not going to say NASA, you know what I mean? In general, they're so advanced, right? They're so advanced that the filtering systems in one part of the module is square. In the other, they make them round. You remember watching that? They almost died of asphyxiation. Because one was square and the other was round. You know what I mean? You kind of go, if technology doesn't kill you, right? Man's stupidity will. Do you remember watching that? They were running out of air. They were trying to use the other backup system to filter the air and bring it in.
Mm.
And one was square and one was round.
What year was that? Do you remember?
In the 60s.
Yeah.
69 was the landing. And there was one, the air system failed. So they were going to run it from one to the other. But one system had square, one was round. They ended up with duct tape. NASA,
Yeah, that's the guy.
Huh?
Yep. Yeah, you mentioned it, and I was like, I've got that video saved.
Yeah, I've seen it, and I was like, huh? I can't be the only one that heard that.
This is the first time we're going to send humans to the moon, and we're going to have humans in low Earth orbit. That is awesome. Like, we should, as humanity, we should take a brief moment to go, that's awesome. One of the things that we most asked for and look forward to is we are going to do a crew conference between Integrity and the International Space Station, the crew that's up there. And I will tell you, our friends that are on Crew 11 and our friends that are getting ready to launch on Crew 12 are arm wrestling between the station and home to see who gets to be in space when they talk. Like, they're as fired up as we are, and I did not expect that.
Yeah, you hear what he said?
Yeah.
First
Wow.
time to the moon.
And first time in lower orbit.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then you
I
got
remember
those,
the first thing that we were sending up were monkeys in space.
We still
Yeah,
are.
Yeah.
and you've got those videos of Buzz Aldrin. No, we never went.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that clip.
You see the logo of NASA? It's like a snake tongue,
Yep.
which is a lie.
Yeah.
I think
NASA,
that was a way for the
Na-
government to get money from us.
if you look up NASA in Hebrew, it means to deceive.
Yeah. You want to see something? Well, I don't know if they took it down, but go to your search engine and type the word flat earth, but spell it backwards and watch where that takes you.
Uh-oh. Well, you know what they say, space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement.
Yeah, I was just thinking that in my mind. Yeah.
That song from the Chili Peppers.
Space might be the final frontier, but it's filmed in a Hollywood basement.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I just thought it was kind of weird how, Werner von Braun, which was brought over here during Operation Paperclip to be over NASA,
Yeah.
is going to have that Psalm 19:1, which says, "The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament sheweth his handiwork," on his headstone.
Yeah, on the grave marker.
You know what really threw that moon landing video off? With a guy in the background with a metal detector says, "I go and find Jimmy Hoffa, I go and bust." I kind of gave it away. Nevada desert or something like that. But it was bad. It was really, really bad. Snow, like snow. You know what I mean? And whatever.
You remember that TV series, Dome?
Bones, yeah, that was a good one.
Dome. Dome. Dome.
I heard
Where
of it, but I
everyone
never
was
watched
living
it.
within a bubble.
Yeah.
Well, they show it in things like The Simpsons and everything else.
Yeah,
Stevie
Logan's
would have known
Run.
about that.
Logan's Run. The end of the movie Logan's Run was filmed here in Fort Worth at the Water Gardens.
Huh.
I went down those steps at the Fort Worth Water Gardens where it was filmed.
I have to look that clip up.
Yeah, did any of y'all ever see The Truman Show
Yeah, the Truman Show. Yeah.
with Jim Carrey?
Yes. It's kind of wild if you think about it in itself.
They lie so much about so much history that it's pathetic. Same
Seems
with
like there's a lot of questions, but no answers.
It just leads to more questions.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same with the same with the Grand Canyon when the Smithsonian took a lot of artifacts out of there. You won't never see them artifacts again because Smithsonian hid them. But there was Egyptian artifacts in the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, they denied its existence, but right after they denied its existence and they went in there, then all of a sudden, all those areas that they went into and said these things weren't there, they blocked off, and you can't go in there public access anymore for your safety, of course.
Yep, you are not allowed in those areas of the Grand Canyon at all.
So, I mean, if there's nothing there and you didn't find anything, if there's nothing there, you're definitely making it look more suspicious than it's got to be by not letting people, Heck, you ain't too far from the baby Grand Canyon. You ever been there? The one in Georgia?
Oh yeah, I've been there several times. I used to go take my kids there all the time when they were growing up.
That's interesting, ain't it?
Yeah, Providence Canyon. That one happened because of, I guess, back years ago. The way they were farming, all the soil just started deteriorating, and it just formed canyons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been all down through there.
What you think? You think it's natural or man-made?
That one was caused by man because of the way they were farming, and it was causing issues with erosion in the ground, and that one was actually caused by erosion. Now the other one, the huge Grand Canyon, I don't think that's. Some people say that it's almost like similar to the way mining looks like, but they would have had to have a hell of a technology back then to do that.
Hey, Huckleberry. Polynesian, not Egyptian. Cade was a geologist, not an archaeologist. There.
There's actually a thing. I have to see if I can go find a picture in part of the Grand Canyon that looks almost like the Sphinx in Egypt.
Something, oh, what did I just see about the Grand Canyon? That there's something down there that they've been hiding.
Oh, I'm sure they're hiding a lot in that Grand Canyon.
I forget that guy's name that how the story went. He was exploring and he found some stuff, and of course, once you tell somebody, that's it. That's all it takes. Forget who they said that guy's name was. If that was even his real name, probably not.
I think they're hiding something all over the place. We know they are in the mountains. I mean,
Look, there's actually more pyramids in the United States than anywhere else.
mm-hmm. That's why a lot of people even believe that biblically America is Israel.
Yeah, the old world.
Yes. And
I haven't went totally down that rabbit hole. I mean, there are a lot of similarities because you've got places like up there near Illinois, Little Egypt in Illinois. There's a place. There's
all the way down to Mississippi. All the way down to Mississippi. There's several cities that's named after Egyptian cities. Memphis is an Egyptian name, and at one time,
Memphis has pyramids as well.
yes. And remember the eclipse? Where the X's were that it was going to travel, and weren't they all Egyptian names? Egypt was one of them, and I can't even remember all of them.
And there's a lot of different names like that in Utah.
Yep.
I think there's even in Illinois. I think there's even a Cairo, Illinois. Y'all ever heard of that?
Yep, I've heard of that one.
Mm-hmm.
I used to remember several of them off the top of my head, but there's several all the way down to Mississippi. It's named after city. Even the Bass Pro Shops in Memphis is built like a pyramid, and at one time they had it ranked as the 10th largest pyramid in the world. How insane is that?
Yeah. Hey, Chris and Carpenter. It's like I've even seen them in Canada, like right on the border, Canada and America. Seems like there was one. I remember looking up pyramids, but didn't go all in.
Can you see that? That's from the Grand Canyon. You see how the front part looks? Is a lot of it's broke off, but see how it comes out like the Sphinx is?
Yes, the Sphinx. However you say it.
At the Vishnu Temple in the Grand Canyon. Of course, that's another. Yep. Of course, that's another area of the Grand Canyon that you're not going to be allowed at.
Heard that name before, Ishnu.
Vishnu, Vishnu.
Vishnu. Sounds familiar still. Vishnu.
Cairo, Illinois.
Oh, excuse me.
Cairo. What did Brett say? I didn't see.
Yeah, so much of that stuff is just either it's been erased or we definitely don't
John
have
Dunnan
access.
just said it. Continental drift, and they don't teach that in school anymore. They did when I was in elementary school about continental drift.
The break
Pangea.
of the continent, the one mega
Yeah, where the
continent.
continents come apart.
What they used to
But how
call
they
that?
claim it. Yeah, continental
I forgot
drift.
what they
But how
told us in
they
school
they
now.
claim it. Yeah, they claimed it was like millions of years ago, and I don't think it was as far back as they said it was.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it happened during the time of Babel. You know, when God wanted to split everybody apart with the languages, and I think that's when the land split.
How many different languages did he say he split? Did it say in the Bible?
I can't even remember. I just remember splitting, and all different languages, so it would be harder for people to communicate with each other.
40 something.
Okay, 40 something. Yeah, I don't think time or his story as they portray it is how they say it is.
No.
I don't have the answers, but it's just don't. So a lot of things don't add up. Anything I could come up with would be just a theory, and even I could be wrong, and they could still be right. Who knows? But
Well, they messed everything up when they went to the Gregorian calendar.
Yeah, that's what Huckabee just said. That's a whole new timeline.
Yeah, and then we have the leap years and stuff like that, every 4
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
don't even
know. We really
don't
don't
know
know
what-
what time it is.
we don't know what time it is. We don't know what day it is. Well, you can kind of figure the time using the moon and and the sun.
Yeah, the moon is full every 28 days.
Yeah, that's every 28 days.
Right.
That's why there
It's
should be
supposed to have 13 months.
13 months times 28 days. But then your 1 day of rest, which is they consider the 1 day of resurrection for the 365. Because the moon cycle is every 28 days.
Yeah.
So why they have months 31? This month has 30.
it's just to throw off from a natural cycle, like your car has timing.
Yep.
If your timing's off, everything's off.
Yeah, and the full moon doesn't always land on the same day every month either.
Yeah.
No, it don't.
Then we have that blue moon, where you have two full moons in the same month.
Oh yeah, what was it? Last year or the year before last? There was like 5 super moons in 1 year or something like that. Like, I'm only 37, and I can remember back pretty good, but I don't never remember hearing much hype about super moons. Definitely not 5 in 1 year. Anything can be amplified or.
And I don't know if it was 5 or 6 years ago, Valentine's Day and Ash Wednesday landed on the same day.
Wow.
That was in February.
Yeah, it's like Easter. Easter allegedly fell on 4/20 this year. And by their cycle, they said it won't happen again until 2087. So I'll be 99 years old. So I'll make a short about it, y'all. Get my virtual assistant AI hologram robot to make it for me probably by then.
Yeah, I was just going back looking in Genesis to see if it said how many. It doesn't really say. It just says about the languages. Let us go down, and therefore confound their language, that they may not understand one another's speech. So the Lord scattered them abroad from thence upon the face of all the earth, and they left off to build the city.
Was that before or after Noah?
This Yes,
Sure.
after that. But this was, around the time, when, this is when they born at City Babel, and that's where
Hey, dear.
that term Babel, comes from with the
Right.
language.
There's a theory there was a flood that predated Noah's flood too. Whether that's true or not, who knows?
Because, before that, everybody spoke one language.
What do you think it was?
I don't know what language it might have been, the first language.
Depends who's telling the story, right?
I mean, probably some type of Sanskrit language, or maybe some lost language that we don't even know anymore.
I don't know if I'm saying it right. The Torah, that was written in Hebrew. Is that right?
I know some type of Aramaic language, but I know Jesus also spoke a lot of Greek, because back then there was more people speaking in Greek.
Mm.
They say Hebrew is one of the oldest languages in the world. Whether, again, is that true?
I thought it was Aramaic.
Aramaic.
No, Hebrew is older, I believe. There's ones before it.
Let's see.
I don't know how I would know that. Huckleberry said Aramaic.
There was Sumerian, Akkadian. When I looked it up, it said the oldest known language with a clear written record is Egyptian. I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
200 years from now, they're going to look at all these messages and stuff and see all these emojis, and they're going to assume that's our hieroglyphics. Like, what the hell was wrong with those people? Or just like, or certain, I like how certain words, they have certain meanings and certain things, and we don't like even think about it. I remember watching this video. Well, no, I wish I had saved it. I always said I was going to save it, but I didn't. But I don't know. This guy was like in the 60s or the 70s, and he was talking about different words that we use all the time, like weekday and weekend. He said you work your ass all 5 days a week. That's why when Saturday and Sunday comes, you have a weekend. You're weak from everything that you had to do throughout the week that just drained you.
Yeah.
Different words and stuff like that.
Yeah.
How did a frog get in the house?
Become weak. Well, I don't know how a frog got in the house.
Some
Like
people
Excuse me.
say
All right.
some people say Sumerian language is one of the oldest ones. Coming from like Mesopotamia. But it wasn't.
But how can we, do you think there was even anybody still that could speak that language, that knew how to speak it? Do you think something like that could be passed down?
I don't know. It wasn't spoken by a large population, and it wasn't like related to other languages. How you can kind of like easily translate things.
This one wasn't like that, huh?
Well, isn't it said Istanbul is estimated to be 11,000-year-old city, the oldest city ever in history? I don't think they spoke. I don't know what they spoke there.
Oh,
And some Sumerian language dates back to 3100, BC.
couldn't even fathom thinking that far back.
Yeah.
BC, AD.
So you talking about over 5,000 something years.
I mean, things is possible. I mean, just think, look at everything that surrounds you, and think, was it in existence just 100 years ago? You know, think about everything that surrounds you, and then think of 100 years back.
Yeah, the way technology just boom out of nowhere.
You know, or even like the homes we have, or a lot of the stuff we have around our house, all that stuff would just disappear. You'd just be sitting in a forest somewhere. Maybe, unless you were already in a bigger city, then it'd just be a smaller one.
Hey, there was a show I used to watch on TV that shows like what happened, once buildings, like how nature just takes back over, everything
Oh
just starts
yeah, I watched that.
growing over.
Yeah, I like that show. And you can kind of see that now. You think about like a old shopping center or a plaza or something like in your hometown or neighborhood that closed down and sits empty for years. You know, stuff starts growing up through the concrete. If don't nobody trim the
Yep.
vines, it's got vines and stuff all over it. You know, it don't really take much if ain't nobody tending to it.
That's how
That's it.
some of the old buildings down in South America are. They're all
Yep.
covered up. They just look like a hill now.
Yeah.
But they've dug around them and they're seeing all the stones. My son, when he was in Mexico, they went down to see some of the Aztecs pyramids and stuff.
Oh, I bet that was awesome.
Yeah.
Even some of the pyramids that are here in America, you can see where the shape of it, but it's all overgrown with grass and
Mounds.
trees, everything else.
Oh, don't let the kudzu get a hold of it.
Oh, kudzu was terrible. That was the worst thing they ever brought to America.
Southern creeper.
Yeah, they got one stone out in Arizona. It looks like the Liberty Bell, but it's just a rock.
Oh, do you know which city that's in? Because it's also, I think there's a city out there that has the London Bridge, or a portion of the London Bridge or something like that. I forget the whole story, how that went down.
In Arizona somewhere.
Pretty sure it's in Arizona. I could be wrong.
Yeah, some guy, they were talking about the London Bridge being taken apart brick by brick. That's not exactly so. Because how would the English get over to France then if they took all the bridges and moved them to Arizona? Think about it.
They got boats. They got skivvies.
They got boots.
Yeah. Got underground passageways.
Yeah, they got that little
Who
thing.
needs that? Who put this bridge there anyway? It's got to go.
They gotta go.
Well, last time I was out in Arizona, I went to, where was it? Tombstone. And they had areas roped off because the ground was giving way.
Sinkholes.
Yep. That's been a long time ago.
What are we looking at? It's a nice bridge.
That's London Bridge in Arizona.
There you go. It fell, and Arizona put it back together. That's what they do in Arizona. They build stuff. It is nice, though.
Pretty, yeah.
Especially compared to that boat, because, I mean, that's a decent-sized boat. Look at there.
There you go. See, it says London Bridge on it right there.
Wow.
Crazy.
Egypt, South America.
It's like the big rose bush that's in Arizona, Tombstone. I think it's massive. I think it's like the biggest one in America.
Yeah, when I was in Tombstone, I sat underneath the largest rosebush tree in America.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I'd love to see that.
Oh, that was beautiful. Yeah, I fell in love with Tombstone. I really didn't want to leave. There's so much history there.
It's an interesting city for sure.
Oh, that's the way it's going to be if I ever get over to the east.
Bonnie, have you been to Dinosaur Valley in Texas? It's a creek that you can walk down and you can see all kinds of imprints in the rocks.
Well, is it called Dinosaur Valley?
I believe so.
I know there's 3 locations that they say, and one of them was in my hometown. So we used to swim in those imprints. And but the more I hear about the giants, the more I'm thinking maybe it wasn't dinosaurs that made those imprints.
You're spoiling
I
this
don't.
thing.
Yeah, I
Water
don't know
red.
what, but you can actually see the imprints in the stones.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
whether they're dinosaurs or giants or whatever. But yeah, I walked down that creek.
Yeah, I just shared a link in a chat. I got it on Rumble because YouTube didn't like it. It's about the things with America and Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody wants to see it.
I'll have to go check that one out. Dinosaur Valley.
Yeah, I can't remember. I'm thinking it's like an hour long. But it talks about all the different pyramids in America and all them different things.
The old world. So they say.
Yeah.
When did the new world begin? If there's an old world, then when did the new world begin? When do you think that was?
Yeah, that's fun. I don't know. I mean, like they say, Christopher Columbus discovered America. No, he didn't. There was people already here. He didn't discover shit.
In 1492, Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
Wait, to get rid of what? What's it?
You
And
can,
they already
yeah, you can. It's edible. You can eat the roots.
Of what?
Kudzu.
Oh,
you probably don't have to worry about kudzu. I don't think y'all got kudzu out there in Texas,
Oh,
but
no.
yeah, down
If you had it, you'd know it.
Georgia and Alabama, it is
I've
it
never
is one
heard.
of the. It was brought over. I can't remember. It was brought over from China. It was brought over to help with erosion. Well, it's a very invasive plants. It will take over telephone poles, trees. It just starts growing over everything, and it is hard to get rid of.
How cool. I always wanted a house covered in plants.
Well, the kudzu would probably take over the outside, then start trying to come in the inside, and it would
Oh,
be
yeah.
everywhere.
You
I don't
wouldn't
want
even think it's a house there. You just think it's a hill. I'll put a link in the back chat.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a link to this thing in Texas that Abbott has going on. Nobody will want to Texas after they watch
Mm.
it. Oops.
Yep. That was talking about dinosaurs earlier. Here, I've got a video. I just shared it back earlier today.
Jurassic Park coming soon.
Yeah.
Nice.
This one's Texas issues emergency kill order for 10 animal species across all 250 cities.
10 different species.
Yep.
I wonder what those could be.
I watched. Some of them I knew.
Some weird weird feedback.
I think it's coming from Pat's.
Put try to get rid. Because I don't know how they're going to get rid of that little bug.
Which ones are they? Did it give the names of each one?
Yes, there's the kissing bug, and or some call it the kiss of death. There's these fish,
Yeah.
some kind of carp that go jumping out of the water, and they broke people's noses and everything because it's like they're just flying torpedoes coming at you.
Oh man! Imagine going fishing and that's your fishing story. You gotta explain how your nose is big.
Attack of the fish.
Yeah, I got flying fish in Texas. Dang.
And then the rock boar, which we knew.
Yeah, I figured that would be one.
There's some kind of a snake fish. That's just watching the video. That's the first time I've seen that. That's a pretty creepy looking critter.
Hmm.
Is the carp the one that Huck mentioned, the Asian carp?
Yes.
Yep, they are an invasive species.
Yes. And then there's this mussel
Yeah.
that in the ocean, or I get, yeah, it got to be in the ocean. So any plumbing under the ocean, it's like it's causing a lot of damage to anything that they have, like pipelines or whatever under the ocean.
Can you eat the mussels or no?
I don't think so. I don't know. Deeper mussels, I'm not sure. Kid, that's it.
Make you a little mussel salad.
Oh, and then there's
See a
this
lot of mussel shells along the lakes here.
Yeah.
the man of war, and it looks like a jellyfish kind of floating on the water.
Man, y'all got the man of war out there?
Yeah,
Yes.
out in the
Man, y'all done turned into little lost Australia.
I know.
What's going on in Texas?
Them things will sting the hell out of it. They'll put a hurting on you.
Yes, they
Yeah.
will.
You can end up in the hospital, and the African killer bees.
Hmm.
I don't know. Have I
I've seen
named
those
him?
killer
Yeah, I don't
bees
think we
out
need to
there,
name no
so-
more. It's getting bad.
We need to put a wall around Texas to keep them things in, so they
Yeah.
don't get out everywhere
I'm glad
else.
to vote on that.
That's just it. They've come from. Well, one of them said it came from Georgia. So thank you, Georgia.
You can't put that on Georgia now.
I've seen the killer bees out in Arizona.
Yeah, I know that Texas is not the only place. They've
Probably
named
that climate. They do well in that climate, I guess.
Yeah,
That type of heat.
it's a dry heat.
Man, that's crazy.
I can put it in private too, so y'all can get it.
Go jellyfish hunting now.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the problem is it's a really pretty color. It's like a blue and purple color,
That's how they
and,
trick you. They lure the fish in to get shocked.
and it's so pretty that especially children, whenever they see it, or even adults, they want to touch it, and
Oh, so pretty. Let me grab it. Yeah.
yeah, it's. And I think it said that the tentacles go
Oh, they're long.
like 1.5 miles. Does that sound right? I mean,
Damn.
it's like crazy long.
Oh yeah, if you're that close to see it, you're already embedded. You're
Right?
surrounded by tentacles and you don't even know it. Yeah, I ain't getting in that water. I'm not even sure. Where were those even from?
Hey, Cola.
Like the
Yeah.
Pacific area?
I have no idea. They probably did come from Australia.
You even bring something like that over here.
Somebody brought one home as a pet, and then like, oh no, wrong kind of pet. Let me let it go, and then it
Yes.
breeded. And
So a lot of the things they were saying because of the trade and stuff that some of these creatures got here
This stuff.
through that, or I
I
don't
can't
know.
even get my Amazon order right. These people's ordering intergalactic jellyfish. No, I should have got the Prime Plus.
Oh, is this another one?
oh yeah, this is about the dinosaurs, because I remember she was talking about the dinosaurs earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't call them dinosaur, they called them dragon. The word dinosaur wasn't made up till 1841. It's a brand new word in the dictionary. I got some old dictionaries and looked for the word dinosaur. Even in 1891, the word was not in the dictionary. They called them dragons. Bible mentions dragons 34 times. Even in the 1946 dictionary, listed as now rare. As the population of people began to grow after the flood, the population of dinosaurs began to go down. Because nobody wants to live next door to a dragon. How many grizzly bears are roaming loose in the woods right here in Bucks County? None, right? How many were there 400 years ago, you think? Probably a whole bunch of them. Gilgamesh is famous for slaying a dragon. A Chinese legend tells about a guy named Yu. Says after the Great Flood, they surveyed the land of China and divided it into sections. He built channels to drain the water off to the sea and make the land livable again. Many snakes and dragons were driven from the marshlands. This piece of pottery from Egypt shows two long-necked dinosaurs. Why would they put dragons and dinosaurs on different pieces of pottery that are found from ancient civilizations? What are these dragons? And the Bible talks about a fiery flying serpent. What is this? There's a 13th century castle with dragons on it. There's a grave from the 15th century showing and carved in brass two long-necked dinosaurs. 16th century castle has dragons on it. We've got 7 coins in our museum on loan. They're silver dollars from 1500s to 1600s, real silver dollars. All of them show somebody slaying a dragon. It was common 400 years ago. Everybody knew about slaying dragons. Of course, you got to slay the dragon. You know, that's just standard procedure. Save the dragon, rescue the princess, or whatever. I don't know. But here's a Russian medallion showing a guy killing a dragon. Bulgarian postage stamp has somebody killing a dragon. The crest of Lithuania shows somebody killing a dragon. A city in France was renamed Nerluk to honor the man who slew the dragon. Indians carved dinosaurs on the walls of the Grand Canyon. Why would they put dinosaurs on the walls of Grand Canyon? Maybe because they hunted dinosaurs around there. In 1925, some guys took a raft trip down one of the canyons out west, and they wrote a report. They saw one of these dinosaurs, and they said the fact that some prehistoric man made a pictograph of a dinosaur on the walls of this canyon upsets completely all of our theories. Oh, they upset his theories. Oh, no. He said about a year ago, a photograph of a dinosaur was shown to a scientist of national repute who was then specializing in dinosaurs. He said, it's not a dinosaur, it's impossible. Because we know dinosaurs were extinct 12 million years before man appeared on Earth. They didn't call them dinosaur, they called them
So really, they could be dragons.
Well, I think it would be kind of cool to have a dragon.
How to train a dragon.
But then they call them, if it's biblical, I guess it's not good.
Well, like you said, you know, the word dragon, I mean, the word dinosaur didn't even come up until like what?
18.
41 or whatever.
Yeah.
But dragons are mentioned in the Bible, so that's my theory. I say dinosaurs were the actual dragons.
Well, that just proves there's a chunk of history missing somewhere.
Yeah. Come flying in on a dragon, forget the flamethrower. I'll show you.
Definitely.
I don't know. Well, we know that there's a lot hidden. I think that that's why they keep the Smithsonian so funded and locked up.
Well, look at all the info that they've got that nobody can go see at the Vatican.
Yep, there too.
Miles of, literature and stuff that no one's allowed to go down there and see.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Last year was the year of the dragon, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yep, I think this is the year of the snake.
There you go.
Yep.
I think if you was to take the wings and legs off a dragon, he would almost look like a snake or a serpent.
Yeah.
Or she. Could be a female dragon.
They, them.
They gotta make dragon babies.
And so what if they hey, Brandon, good to see you. Well, I guess they drew what they saw. So you think there were dragons and dinosaurs both?
I think the dinosaurs were the dragons.
That's what
Because-
the native, they just
when you see
didn't.
the dinosaurs in the museums, all of that, some of it is composite. It's not. They only have some of the bones, so they put it together the best way they can figure out how it goes. A lot of it's plaster.
Yeah, they'll find one alleged tooth and generate this whole image or body of how they thought it would be just by what they thought it ate by that tooth.
Exactly.
But truthfully, how would it change us if we knew that it was dragons instead of dinosaurs? I mean, we know they lie about
Because
everything.
dragons were still around when people were. They're trying to say that dinosaurs were extinct before people got here.
Yeah. If there's a 12 million year or so gap like they say there was, then it would be impossible for someone that lived like how that guy said he was traveling down some river and saw that image of what somebody carved out to be looked like a dinosaur. What type of idea or knowledge would they have of something like that if that happened 12 million years ago? So
Right.
if somebody was to do that, yeah, it's like not saying they had the mind of a child, but like when children draw stuff, they're drawing what they think it is or how they see it. But sometimes you might have to ask them, what is that or who is that? That's just
Yes.
how their mind or sees it at the time. Not
That's what
saying they had a childlike mind, but you could only draw something how you could visualize it,
And that's what I was thinking too, is, if it had the ridges, I could see them leaving that off, making it smooth.
You've got petroglyphs from some of the Native Americans that were here in America, like they said in the Grand Canyon, where they, made of like dinosaurs, dragons.
Yeah.
I thought dragons were. Whoop. Repeat that.
There, Mary, you said what's hidden in the bowels of the Smithsonian? There's a lot.
Right, you're really squeaking.
Squeaking?
I don't know what's going on with it, but
Yeah.
I think it went away for a second.
And it seems like every time it has that feedback, I can see Pat Evans' thing going. Oh, see,
Yeah.
now it's on.
she muted.
It may be coming. It may be coming back through her speaker or something.
I think it's permanently in my head now. It's in there. Seed is in there.
So what were you trying to say, Blackwatch?
I was going to say, I thought dragons per se are, how shall I put it, found in Chinese culture the oldest Chinese culture. That's where it came from. Dragons.
Yeah, a lot of their stuff features the dragon creature character.
Hey, Andy. Good to see you.
Because Chinese is far older than even European, a lot of European.
Well, I mean, dragons is in the Bible. I can't remember how many times, at least 30 or 40 something times.
The word dragon or dragons.
Yeah, dragon is in the Bible.
I don't recall it, but
Yeah,
anyway.
then you see those crests from those different countries. You know, what was their intention or interpretation with the meaning of the crest? You know, why did so many of them feature a dragon
Yes.
or
The coat of arms.
a serpent type creature like that? You know,
Yeah, just look. The word dragon occurs 21 times in the Old Testament of the King James Version.
there you go.
And there's got to be something too. People slaying the dragons.
And it's 30. It's 35 times total. 22 of them, or 21 or 22, are in the Old Testament.
Symbols of power, John says.
If you look at St. George the Dragon Slayer, that was figurative. He was going to be made and persecuted and killed to give up Christ, the belief in Christianity, which he would not do. The cross.
Yeah, it split it up. It didn't let me put it all in one thing, so the rest of it's on the next line.
A lot of times when you think of like of a fairy tale, you know, you think of like dragons, slaying the dragon, the knight going to save the damsel in distress, and he's got to slay the dragon.
Yep.
The movie Dragon Slayer.
Yeah, or that movie they made a few years back. What's that movie called that had the dragons in it? I think it was like, I don't know if it was featured in London, but I think it had Matthew McConaughey might have been in it. It might have been called Fire. That was a pretty good dragon movie.
And they never ending story. Sean Connery was the voice of the dragon.
I can't remember the name of that movie.
I think Sean Connery did the Dragon Slayer too, didn't he? Where he gives part of the dragon's heart to save the prince.
Pretty sure he was knighted, so I'm pretty sure he had to slay the dragon before he got knighted. I think that's how that goes.
Did you say Sean Connery? Sean Connery.
Sean Connery.
Dragonheart.
Yeah, Dragonheart. That was another one. Dragon Slayer, Dragonheart. There's a whole bunch of them.
I think I've seen Dragonheart.
That's where he gives, the piece of the heart that keeps the prince alive, and then
Oh, yeah.
the prince turns against him, and
Yep. Sean Connery was the voice of Draco the Dragon in that movie.
Rain of Fire.
Rain of Fire, that's the name of it. Yep. That was a pretty good one.
So he did Rain of Fire and Dragonheart then, because Dragonheart, he was just a voice in it, but
yeah.
Never Ending Story was a dog, wasn't it?
No, that was.
I don't know what that creature was.
yeah, I don't know what it was
It's
either.
like a dog face. I don't know.
No, it was a white dragon.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. To the land of nothing. Peter Falk was the grandfather. I forget the kid. Peter Falk was telling the story to the kid. grandson.
So
Yep, Leviathan. And the Behemoth.
hmm. Yeah, Andy. That's what I think it looked like a Kaiser Spaniel.
It looked like a, yeah, it kind of looked like it, but it did kind of look like a dog in a way in the face, but
Yeah. Big eyes.
Yeah.
Hey, my Chinese zodiac says I'm a dragon.
So we were talking about portals. What was the movie where the kids went through the wardrobe into another?
the Lion in the Wardrobe.
And the witch in the wardrobe.
Yes.
Yeah. And the
Narnia.
lion.
There you go. Narnia.
Narnia.
That was where
The
they
World
went.
of Narnia.
Narnia.
In the 50s, that was a hot series of books. Land of Narnia.
Yep, that's when it first came out in 1950.
It was good. I liked it.
Yeah. Mhm.
Hey, Teresa. Good to see you.
Yeah, but they had that movie, The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Lori. So that was made in the 50s. So you think they've been preparing us for the portals?
No.
It's hard to say.
Mm-hmm.
At one time, there weren't any closets. There were wardrobes. That was a common bedroom piece of furniture.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where you hung all your clothes inside of it. You didn't have like a regular closet where you could, open the door to and walk in or anything like that.
Yes, and I had one, and they must not have had very many clothes because that hanger was about a foot, maybe.
I've got one now. I don't use the hanger part of it inside, but
Yeah,
I'm
it
like,
even had the shaving mirror in the door with the little shelf to hold the
Yeah.
stuff.
can't hang a lot in there. That's for sure.
No.
Gentlemen wore ascots and collars.
But I've got that
Sure.
one cabinet on one side and then the drawers are on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ended up selling it.
Did you sell it with or without the lion?
No lion.
No lion.
No lion.
No
I
dragon.
never could find the lion. And I used to really be into antiques.
No.
Expensive hobby. But they knew how to make stuff back then.
No, they did.
Everything
still-
was made better back then.
Yeah, it was handmade. I still have one dresser that was handmade. That they didn't use screws.
Mortise and tenon.
I can't remember what to call it, but Yeah.
Handmade and they use better material.
yep.
Not all this fiberboard that's pressed together and
Dovetail. Cheryl, that's it. Excuse me. Yeah. I wish one of my boys would have learned masonry. That's a good one to know.
Masonry?
Yes.
That's a rough profession. I work with stonemasons, bricklayers as the laborer. Those iron, it takes about 6 or 8 bricks and you pull it with the metal handle and you just go kill yourself climbing the scaffold.
Well, these people that live around me make it look pretty easy.
Well, they do, but I don't know. They do it.
A lot of work.
Yeah. Everyone. That's what I wanted to build, a cinder block home here, but couldn't afford the labor.
My wife was amazing.
I say Waxahachie.
Waxahachie.
She. Waxahachie. I mean, I don't know. Different people. I think Pat says it different than I do.
I got a nephew that lives down there on 10 acres.
How do you say it?
Waxahachie.
Waxahachie.
Huh.
Yeah.
But I'm a Yankee that's lived in Texas for a long time, so I could be wrong on the pronunciation.
Well, that's the way I say it. In
Waxahachie.
yeah. My best friend's husband worked on an oil rig up there.
My nephew's got about 10 acres down there. I forgot how many goats he's got on his land.
Pneumatic aluminum is
He's the
aluminum.
one I was telling you about that's vice president over Seagum.
Yes.
Yeah, he's the one that lives down there.
Nice.
I've heard people say it a different way, and I don't know where they get that. What's the other way people say aluminum?
Aluminium.
Yeah, that.
Why? British. English.
Aluminum. Aluminum.
Aluminum. Just split the word in half. Aluminium.
No, it's aluminum foil. Aluminum.
I'd rather
I
have
used to have a hard time saying spaghetti. I used to call it isketty.
Kids, biscotti.
Spaghetti, yeah. So we know that the Statue of Liberty isn't a female, it's a male, right?
Yes, Lucifer.
I do figure that.
Yeah.
That was the sculptor that designed it. That's a figure of life. She modeled for it. The body is of the sculptor's wife. Just saying.
Oh, that's a boat. Is that boat or boot?
See, toy boat 5 times fast.
Wait, talking about Cheryl. Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. Toy boat.
That's supposed to be one of those tongue twisters. Allie told the seashells by the seashore. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers.
So do we cover everything?
Not quite.
Not quite.
A few stones unturned.
I said it out loud. Toy boat. Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. Yeah, it gets harder when you say it fast because it is a tongue twister.
You got to
Your
focus on the A's.
Yeah, your mouth goes in different ways. To go from a Y to a B. Why, you try it.
I've already passed that test. Once you get 100, there's no need to go back, you know? Got to keep the receipts.
Cheryl comes backstage later, we can get her to do it.
I can hear her saying it in my mind.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
her little voice.
it's already pumpkin season. Dang.
So they
You know,
say.
these women go crazy over that pumpkin spice.
Oh, man, dude, it's everywhere, man. They can't get enough of it. They wish they'd have thought of it before. Everything is pumpkin spice.
No, that's only for pumpkin pie or pumpkin bread. It's
Too much spice.
and yeah, I make my own. So I know I just took a picture of pumpkin pie.
Time Thanksgiving gets here, I'm still in shell shock from seeing all the pumpkin spice everywhere. I don't even want the pumpkin, you know?
Really?
I'm pumpkin out, and I ain't even had no pumpkin spice yet. That ain't fair to the great pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Right. This is. Oh, I gotta share it.
I wonder if they'll show that on TV this year. I don't know. I think they canceled Charlie Brown.
I must turn my camera on like nobody was watching.
Only 20,000 people
No.
I know. Crazy.
streaming live through Starlink Enterprises.
That was only in the first row. All the rest of the people must have been about 100 million. You know, there must have been a period in time when there was an overabundance of pie shells. And people had to say, I'm going to make a pie out of this. I got too many pie shells.
Too many pasture, yeah. I imagine that could have been a problem.
Yes.
Plastiline.
Yeah, you didn't. This guy was from Atlanta. He learned how to turn. He needs to watch himself. He's learned how to take plastic and turn it into gasoline. It's
I've been tracking him for a while. It's pretty interesting.
And he just recently did this on the 4th. He put it in a Hellcat, and it ran a Dodge Scat Pack, and it ran perfectly.
Dang. Wait, is that the guy that I've been watching?
Yeah, you played one of his videos on your stream before.
Yeah, he went. They thought he went missing for a little while, and then people were worried, like, "Oh my God, they done got him." But he was just kind of laying low.
Yeah, he's done other stuff. That the plastiline gasoline, it's kind of like his his prize, but he's got like a couple other different like products and stuff he's developed or like developing.
All I know, he needs to watch his back for for somebody gets a hold of him.
Tate, I thought it was Nacogdoches. That's not what you put.
Macadocious.
Nacogdoches. Well, that's what it looks like to me, except
I
with
think I
a T.
went to school with a Macadocious. Macadocious Jones.
We have a Nacogdoches, Texas.
She had a sister named Bernice.
How did you get into her house?
Natchitoches.
Hello.
Bonnie got it can be pronounced. Oh,
So
okay.
macadacious of you.
Excuse me. The frog chaser is back.
The frog chaser.
Got a frog on the loose.
Kermit's on the loose.
My mom's like that. She can't stand frogs, lizards, and snakes. I remember one time I was doing my homework and it sounded like something was coming through the kitchen walls. So I ran in there and said, "So what's going on?" She said, "There's a lizard in my kitchen while I'm trying to cook supper." And she was just tearing stuff up with it. I said, Go calm down. I'll find the lizard. I'll find the lizard. So, man, I'm looking everywhere for this lizard. And I done opened up the kitchen windows and everything. And I done looked and looked. I never found a lizard. So some time went by. She was sitting outside. And I said, "All right, lizard's gone." She went back in there. And I said, "Please, God, do not let this lizard pop back up, because I never found a lizard." And she went on about her business. I didn't hear no more deconstruction of the kitchen after that. So I said, "Man, thank God that the lizard didn't come back. Maybe she scared him out the window."
Machete.
It's very common in Australia.
Well, I love my frogs, and they like my gardens. They hide in the dirt under my pineapple plants and in the tropical plants. And so she's in here. How'd the frog get in the house? I have no idea. And then she's telling me, but they're very toxic to dogs. I don't think the dogs are going to eat it, but okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't bother the frogs. I just let them be.
I've got the sink in the bathtub plugged up and no more red wasps. I don't know how the frog got in.
Well, your dogs must be very well constructed, eating all those rivets.
I haven't seen any frogs around here, but we got lots of little lizards everywhere.
Those little geckos.
They're green, they're brown.
Mhm.
When we bring our plants in from outside on the front deck, we have to watch it because sometimes they'll be hiding in the plant, and all of a sudden you got lizards come running out of the plants.
Yes.
Yep.
That's how I found out where the frogs hide because, well, even in my potting soil, I was putting potting soil into one of the pots, and all of a sudden it jumped and hit my hand. And so I put him back over I think I put him in the pineapple pot.
Parts of Australia, go for a walk on the pathway. There's a lizard sunning itself.
Yeah, I was just thinking this every town in America, and that's what the caption says.
Yep. They're saying America is a Christian nation, but no, you look at it, it's founded by Masons. George Washington placed the first Masonic stone in that when they did Washington D.C. up there.
I can't speak for everywhere, but I know in the South, you'll go to some of these small towns, and if there ain't nothing else, there's a post office and a lodge.
Yeah.
Yes. That's what
There's a lodge in almost every town. Some of them have several.
And now a Dollar Tree, so you got the Trinity.
Yeah.
The Dollar General, excuse me. The
Yeah,
Dollar,
Dollar
General.
General.
Yes. I just found out I'm surrounded by them. Had no idea.
They're all like a block away from each other too.
Mm,
In the cigar store.
Yeah,
we
I'm
don't.
smoking all these cigars.
We don't have a cigar. I guess you can get them at the liquor store. Maybe.
Some, the ones they're selling might not be the ones you want to smoke as a cigar, though.
No.
Just saying.
They don't make Piggly Wigglies anymore.
Yeah, I can't. Man, I don't know how many we've got in the area. I know of at least about 7, 8 of them that I could think of, and I know there's more than that.
Mm,
Because you got like different, I don't know exactly how many there is, but you got like allegedly, you got like your Scottish rights, and then you've got like your George Washington Masons. Then you have, what is it, the Prince Albert, if I'm not mistaken. There's different breakdowns in it. You know what I mean?
yes. And that's what the
Not
girls.
Prince Albert. Prince
Girls-
Philip.
I don't know. But the girls keep trying to convince me that they're good. And see, okay, Lions Club. So the Lions Club helps you get glasses if you need them. I mean, they do good things. So I don't know.
That's what they do behind the scenes that you don't want to know about.
I
Yeah.
guess so.
Not
Well-
saying all the characters are bad, because some people just aren't at the level to know that type of stuff. You know what I mean? They just stay in their little zone, their little area. They bring in the thing. They help the people get the glasses, and that's all they know about. They don't know what their boss and their boss is doing above them. Some
They
of
at
them.
the higher levels.
Yeah, they never got that degree yet. They stay at whatever degree they're at. That's their role in the temple.
Wonder where the temple is. Probably Austin.
Well, that's what they call wherever they meet at, or wherever their lodge is. They call it the temple.
Oh,
Having a temple meet.
Masonic Temple, Masonic Lodge, all the same thing.
so that's what I found out. That the lodge was for sale and the Amish were looking to buy it. Kind of weird, huh?
Man, I mean, if it was enough property, and depending on how much it was developed or what's developed, I mean, it could be good for them. I don't know. How much land or what type of buildings are on it. I don't know.
I think the plan was to use it for a store, like an Amish store, and I'm hoping that would be cool because we've never had anything like that.
Yeah,
We used to have it when I used to, because who was it? I think it was Stingray talking about Piggly Wiggly. But when I used to be a manager at Piggly Wiggly, one of our locations, we used to have an Amish. They would deliver their jelly and other stuff and we would sell it in our store.
nice.
That's cool.
I remember we had Piggly Wigglies, but they've gone long gone from my area.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I think the ones that were near you were the ones that were owned by, because they were franchised out, were owned by like Bruno's and some other company. I can't remember.
Remember we used to go to the Piggly Wiggly, and we they knew the people that worked in the bakery, so we get the old like 5-gallon buckets or different old icing bucket, and we use it to just put feed in for the animals or whatever. But yeah, there'd be a couple of them that still had icing in them. Man, dude, I'd be geeked up on cake icing by the time I got home.
Get those big
Oh,
5-gallon
man.
buckets.
Yeah, they'd leave some down. Oh man, dude, it's like life can't get no better than eating this used icing in the bottle.
We have
Carolina.
a Masonic retirement center right here in Arlington off of Division.
Oh, retirement community, huh?
Yeah.
Right. Where aren't you moving?
Nice.
There we go.
We'll build a retirement community.
I really liked that movie, Driving Miss Daisy. I think it was a good replication of the South
Oops.
of the time.
Hadn't seen that one in a while, but yeah.
Piggly Wigglies. Did you ever put the beans back, Watt, that you borrowed?
Really?
Cans of beans?
That's one of my destinations. Hanging in there, Carolina. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, for the longest, that's all we really had around here. We had the Piggly Wigglies, we had the Winn-Dixies. I don't know if y'all remember them. Winn-Dixie,
Yeah,
Bilo,
Winn-Dixie is gone now.
and Kroger.
Yeah, the closest Kroger I have to drive to Auburn. I'd rather stay away from Auburn.
Shoot,
Well,
that
that's-
ain't
that's
mega
one-
Krogers.
That's one thing I think me and Watt can agree on is stay away from Auburn.
Yeah,
What was the name of the supermarket in the Shawshank Redemption? Wasn't it Piggly Wiggly? Where the old fella had been in there 60 years becomes the bad boy. Then I think it was Morgan.
I can't remember. It might have been, but I can't remember for sure.
The Piggly Wiggly.
Hmm.
There's a couple movies that I think it's been featured in.
Yeah.
Piggly Wiggly was in that. What was that cartoon
Take care, Tate. Thank you for coming in.
with had Bugs Bunny and had all the basketball players?
Oh, you talking about Porky the Pig?
Porky.
No, it was
Space Jam.
Space Jam.
Oh.
They had that Piggly Wiggly in Space Jam.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. The original one.
Once HEB started spreading, Piggly Wiggly was just gone. And that was a long.
That's basically all we have here now. We have Piggly Wiggly, Walmart. And there might be one or two Mom or Pop's place, but we don't have it. There's no Kroger here. Winn-Dixie, of course, is gone. No
Yeah.
other large chain or anything that's in my area. Except for Aldi's. We have an Aldi's.
Yeah, we have an Aldi's, we have Walmart, we've got Kroger's, Albertsons here. Piggly Wiggly went away a long time ago.
Because you're in a big city. Compared to here.
Yeah. I'm between two big cities.
Yep.
I'm smack in the middle. I'm in the entertainment area.
Nice.
Yep, I remember A&P, Mary. We used to have those before they went out of business.
HEB is Texas. I think it is nomadic.
I've heard of HEB though.
Remember, if we could afford, if my dad won at craps to get a cottage, almost every little small town, the drugstore was Rexall, and the it just went blank. The food store was IGA. Every little town had an IGA and a Rexall.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I was going to say. That's the one I remember is IGA.
Okay, this here says HEB Grocery Company, American privately held supermarket chain based in San Antonio, Texas. 435 stores through Texas and Mexico. So
In Mexico, really?
yeah, in Mexico.
It's only in Texas and Mexico.
Yeah.
And it's family owned. And if
Yeah.
there's a disaster, they're the first ones rolling to take food and water and supplies to the disaster area. Like
From
they
nine-
convoy.
From 1905 to 1927, it was known as the C.C. Butt Grocery Store.
CC Bet?
Yeah.
I thought it was Henry, but I guess
I thought it was
generation.
see your butt.
That's what Wikipedia has. It just says C.C. Butt Grocery Store.
Who
I
was
wonder if he was related to Archibald Butt.
I know that's a good question.
Archibald Butt was one of the victims in the Titanic. He was born here in Augusta. I forget, he might have been an admiral or a commander. But anyway, he was good friends with the president at the time. And we got a bridge here called the Butt Memorial Bridge. And it was the first structure or monument created to honor the victims of the Titanic. And it's the only monument in the state of Georgia. And that's here at Augusta, Georgia, the Butt Memorial Bridge.
Was Archibald the first to have ever butted out?
No, he was a fifth generation butter.
Oh,
Yes,
That's what I was thinking, heck, maybe son.
Esquire level.
but.
Long line of butts. I think they coined the phrase, but wait, there's more.
Yeah.
I think they're accredited to that, allegedly.
But that's a really pretty bridge too. The Butt Bridge.
How long do you want to go with this one? I got a few.
Is this going to pop up, Virginia?
I think we were one butt shy. Hey.
A series of seaways through, it'd be the Butt Rocks. I watched a thing today. I just accepted it. If you know Ottawa, the history of Ottawa. But there was a thing where around 1812, the war. But the building of the Rideau canals. Story. So here we go. This one, the last end of the backstage. Away. And nobody will know why. What? We got to fill in here for something. Okay. Go watch some news stories. It didn't work the last time either.
Well, I got a random factoid for you that you probably won't like, but I'm going to tell you anyway.
Yeah.
Did you know it was today in history that Georgia Tech shut out Cumberland University 222-0 in the most lopsided college football game ever, October the 7th, 1916?
222, you said?
222-0. I'll put it in the back chat.
So
If I try to post it in the regular chat, I'll be in Jekyll Island.
So the lace on the football lasted 222 points.
That's back when it was double laced and you still had stickums.
Uh, is she still giggling, or did she mute herself?
Georgia Tech. Yep, I see that. Shuts out Cumberland 222-0. That is wild.
It is wild.
How many? Well, I was all going to say
126-0 at halftime.
like, why come back, right?
I mean, they might as well ended the game then.
Might as well go shopping at Piggly Wiggly's while you're, on the break.
Oh, you could only hope to after getting the ass whooping like that.
Yeah.
You can only hope to get your ice cream cone from the Piggly Wiggly.
Mm.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay.
I can do this. I
Yeah.
know I can do this.
That's calm down.
It's when you put frogs in your potting soil. Forget it. Mute her, what? Just let her. Yeah. Hey, Watt? You
Yes,
mean-
sir.
On this date in 2025, a small, somewhat petite Texas woman started to giggle. 5 years later, she was still giggling.
Mm.
The
Single-handedly caused the giggle episode of 2025.
Tiny bubble.
Oh, that would be painful. That's like having the hiccups and you couldn't stop,
Really, yeah.
Like it's good for the first minute, but after that,
After
it's
that,
getting serious.
she resorted to typing in chat. This could be serious.
Yeah. Just entered a new DEF CON.
Yeah. Why would they do that? 222 points.
I don't know, man. It's just what happens. It's just what happens in Georgia on any given Sunday or Saturday.
Over 30 touchdowns. Holy crap.
Just had to be Georgia Tech. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are y'all talking about Georgia stomping Kentucky?
No, we're talking about Georgia Tech on this day in history in 1916. Shut out Cumberland 222-0.
Yeah, that's insane. There was no mercy rule.
What?
Yeah, Watt shared it in the back chat, the link that talks about it.
You had to say something, didn't you, Ken?
They must not have had a time limit.
No, they did. They had a quarters. They had a 63-0 lead in the first quarter at Grant Field in Atlanta, Georgia.
Goodness.
126-0 at halftime.
Man, just imagine being at that game. You're like, yep, this is the game I'm going to go to today. You just never knew it's just going to be that game.
That other team was just laying on the field or something.
And they must have been. They must have dropped. Okay, y'all go.
Right.
Yeah, every pass the other team was throwing was a pick six. Man, he was throwing everything but the towel in at that point.
They were probably throwing interceptions, and Georgia Tech was getting them and taking those too. And
yeah,
the Englishman in Texas, he just went and did the A&M experience, and it's so funny the way he just cracks me up.
the full Americana experience.
Yes. Yeah, he did several shorts on it because it was each day, because it's days of they don't call it a pep rally. It's the yell. they just keep doing different things for days before the game, and then it's game time. Detroit. Oh, cool.
Yeah, American football is a lot different than over there, nomadic.
Yeah.
Stops.
Only thing close to that would be rugby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got
Right.
flag football as an official Olympic sport, so there's that. You know, that's kind of like the same thing, but not really.
They're even doing flag football in high school now. Because
Yeah, I've seen that.
my granddaughter was on the flag football team last year for her high school.
That and video gaming, e-gaming.
So back in the day, they called that powder puff football.
Powder puff football.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a big thing now.
We always called it touch football, but in the country, they called it powder puff.
I'm sure there's certain, even Southern American cities can relate to part of this. Back in the day, there's a Canadian National Exhibition in Toronto, Lakeshore. It has like the Princess Gates, you know, it's almost a little city. But the Argonauts, which is a CFL team, Toronto Argonaut, would play there. It's an open field. But it'd be a bloody blizzard. Or so much fog you could have, you know, like had a dragon go by and miss it. They'd play the most stupid games. Nobody could see for the fog. It was a blizzard. And again, you couldn't see. And they're all huddled around their Bunsen burners, you know, the ridiculousness.
So, Black Watch, did you ever go on a fox hunt?
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything. Tally-ho! Fox hunts in Canada were never legal, seriously, in Canada. They weren't legal. But no.
Thank you. That's all I wanted. Yes or no?
We couldn't blow our own horn, so yeah.
I've seen it on TV or in videos, but I never see the fox. Do you ever see them bring back the fox?
Usually
What do they do with it when they bring it back?
I don't know. I think it's just I don't know. Maybe it's just a formality, or I don't know.
But it was even a game. I don't know where it was. I seen a video about it. Fox hunt, where like someone would go out or whatever, and they'd be the fox, and you have to catch them. You know, I forget exactly how the game went, but it was like, you know, got one fox, and then I guess so many hounds, and you have to go catch the fox.
Fox hunting was really left to the elite. You own thousands and thousands of acres. And you went on a fox hunt.
Have you a nice collection of fox furs, you know?
Absolutely, we'll keep you in prayer, Ken.
Yeah, I'm not real sure what to expect. They wouldn't really tell me anything over the phone. They just said it was about some results, and I wasn't going to go. I said I'm off again Friday, but I don't have money to get there. So they said, well, we're going to pay for your transportation there and home.
Wow.
Okay.
None of them do. You're not attached to the VA in any way, are you?
Do what now?
You're not attached to the VA in any, the Veterans Association.
No, I wasn't in the military, so I don't have no VA thing. But I tried to get them to just tell me over the phone, but they wouldn't. They said they'd rather talk to me in person. So
I know there's a few people that they get stuck like that, and the VA, like, they get to be friends with somebody and they give them a ride, for the day. I don't think it's paid for by the VA. It's a volunteer type of thing.
yeah.
So,
Now my son gets. He's former military. He can be seen by the VA and everything.
well, just like a fellow vet, you know what I mean? And they're kind of help people out, get them to the appointment and that.
Yes, they are, Jerry. I'm having some problems with mine. He's I don't know if he's trying to get me to go see him or not due yet till January. I don't know. Just getting regular prescriptions, even like I got the EpiPen.
This was just out of the blue. They gave me a call yesterday and said, "Hey, we need you to come in to see this week." Like, okay. Now they got me all nervous, wondering what the results of whatever test it was.
See, and stressing about it's just gonna make you worse.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's why I won't go for any tests. All I let them do is take my blood.
Well, I mean, my test for my pulmonary test was bad enough. They said I have the lungs of someone over 84 years old.
Yeah.
Sometimes up here, I'll get the call. No, he wants to see you. Then you go in, you kind of go, why did I come here? And you kind of start to think, when's the last time I saw him and he got paid? He just wants some money. Up here, it doesn't always mean, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't have to pay for my doctor's visit. My insurance does, but I mean,
that's what I mean. They
maybe they need some insurance money or something. I don't know.
It's billable, so they want to.
But yet, my pulmonologist I'm supposed to go see had to schedule 7 months out. I can't go see them till April.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah, so I have to keep calling each week to say, hey, did anybody cancel? Did anybody cancel? Y'all can work me in.
Yeah.
Wait until April is a long time to wait.
Yeah, sure is.
Yeah.
Is that a pulmonologist or just like a respirologist? Is it more than just a respirologist to test?
Yeah, because they want me to do pulmonary rehabilitation and all this.
Yeah.
When I did the test on my lungs, I could only blow out at 47%.
That's a fun test, isn't it?
Yeah. You're blowing in that little tube and
yeah. Keep going.
I'm like, I can't. I don't have any air left.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice, Yorga. '75 Corvette Stingray with a crate motor.
Yeah.
There you go.
Anyway,
Okay. Wait. What? Do y'all know what that means? 8 bill.
8 bill, folks. What? I don't know what that is.
8 billion.
Oh,
Oh, was that with their population control thing?
guess so.
You know, because they had that Deagle report talking about, you know, how the population was going to drop in 2025.
Hmm.
That would have been some massive casualties. It's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. To even think about it.
Stingray, I've been through Bowling Green. It's beautiful up there. I didn't stop long enough. I wish I could. If I had to move somewhere else, I would probably move to Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Bowling Green.
there's a song like that, isn't there? Bowling Green.
Mhm.
Not there should be.
Pretty sure there is. One of those southern tunes, don't you know?
Horse country. Yes.
I don't know, Lori, if it's COPD or my arteries. I think the arteries, they would let my cardiologist do. My cardiologist is supposed to do a cath sometime later this month. So it's maybe with my COPD. I don't know. I'm sure there's a bowling alley in Bowling Green. I mean, you can bowl on the green.
There you go. Got that to do as a hobby.
Is that the same as the Downs? The Kentucky Downs? What's where they have the Derby?
Yeah, I think it's Kentucky. Kentucky Downs. I don't remember exactly where in Kentucky it is.
It just had some big race this past weekend. I was flipping through the tubes and I seen it on. Forget what they call it.
I missed it. Well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and close this one up.
Yeah, like you've been on here for over 2.5 hours. Wow, has it been that long? Time flies when you're having fun.
Yes. And
All right, thanks for having me up. Great to see everybody.
thank you for coming up, Ken. Appreciate the videos that you shared.
See you, Ken.
Have a good one, Black Watch. Have a good night, Pat. Have a good one, Watt.
Good night, everybody.
I'm definitely going to have to share that link out with friends about Georgia Tech, though. That's crazy.
Right. I'll put the link if anyone wants to come backstage. And then
I'm gonna hop down so I can grab that link.
okay.
There it is now.
Night, Terry. Thank y'all all for joining us. It was a good conversation tonight.
Thank you, Mary.
Stay safe and God bless you. Take care of yourselves, guys. Good night.
Good night, all.
Good night, everybody.
Nomadic's in bed. Night, Nomadic.